Today, I'm making McCready's Flamethrower from John Carpenter's The Thing. I know this build's been done before by other channels, but I'm on a Carpenter kick right now, so deal with it. For this build, you'll need all of the things. Specifically, PVC pipe. I used 1/2 inch because that was the smallest diameter I could find at the nearest hardware store, but if it's available, get 1/4 inch. A metal faucet hose. This one's 20 inches, a garden hose sprayer nozzle, 3 T-joints, 2 of them 1/2 inch, and 1 of them 3/4 inches with a 1/2 inch reducer section, 3 or 4 1/2 inch L brackets, a toy gun from a dollar store, 3 2-liter soda bottles, a heat gun, scissors or razor pens, a rotary tool, hot glue, white glue, sponge brushes, miscellaneous parts, a bowl, and sheet EVA foam, as opposed to the puzzle piece kind. First I wrapped 2 of the soda bottles in foam strips. Then I cut a strip of foam to make the tanks out of. I came up a 1/2 inch short, so I had to do it again. I ended up cutting 2 17 by 17 inch squares of foam. I want to make a point here that if you can find metal or plastic pipes of a believable diameter, then you should really go with those. I only used foam here because it was the cheapest option. The hardware store I went to is kind of awful. It was this or air conditioner conduit, which would have been a more realistic weight and would have been easier to weather, but it would have been twice as expensive and much harder to cut. Anyway, slowly hot glue the ends of the foam together to make a tube, then shove the soda bottle inside. The point of this is to make the tanks retain their cylindrical shape, and this is just me repeating the process. Attach the tanks together with the wider T-joint and scrap foam. Make sure one of the connectors is curved like this so that it can hold the middle tank in place. Close up the end of the cylinders with foam end caps or cardboard, really any material. Now for the domes. You can make EVA domes by cutting a circle, heating it up with the heat gun, and then pressing it into a dish until it cools. Once it cools, it should retain the shape. The process of gluing the domes to the ends of the cylinders will take a very long time, so be patient, or do it while watching Archer, now streaming on Netflix. Okay, now here's the only thing that bothered me about the Indie Mogul Flamethrower. If people see an upside down soda bottle on the back of your flamethrower, then they'll instantly know that it's an upside down soda bottle. So cut the bottom off that soda bottle and replace it with an EVA dome. Cut 4 1-foot sections of PVC pipe and connect them together like so. Secure the PVC rig to the back of the flamethrower like so. Draw a line of hot glue down the center of each tank. This is just for detail. Make these valves out of foam and attach them to the top of each tank. Use the heat gun to bend your remaining PVC into this shape and attach it to the bottom of the frame. This is a very dangerous process. You have to really pay attention when you're doing this, because it's going to get really hot and it'll stay really hot for a very long time. You can cool it down quicker by running it under a cold tap, like Philip in Shaun of the Dead. Now coat all the foam parts in 5 or more layers of sealant. The sealant is a mixture of 50% water and 50% regular old white glue. This will take a very long time because you have to wait for each layer of glue to dry completely before you apply the next layer. I'm doing this to create a texture that the paint will adhere to. If you try to just paint directly onto foam, it really doesn't work. You can seal it up a little bit with the heat gun, but the glue looks a lot better. Oh, hey, one last tip on painting foam. As soon as the sponge brush starts to deteriorate, throw it out and get a new one, otherwise bits of sponge will break off and get embedded in your prop. I made this nozzle attachment out of various bottle caps. The black one is mouthwash. There we go. Make the sprayer by attaching the nozzle to one end of PVC. Cut the toy gun to make the forward ignition trigger. Attach it to the barrel. I made the business end of the sprayer out of a pill bottle, foam, and a toilet paper roll. An actual flamethrower has the hose coming out of the side of the sprayer, but I didn't do that for technical reasons, and everyone who's seen this so far in real life hasn't noticed that. I made the hose that it attaches to out of foam and PVC, much in a similar manner to the way that I made the main tanks. Attach that to the frame and then connect the metal hose to that using hot glue. Oh yeah, I also built a mini nuke. That tutorial should be on the channel by now. Now paint it. This will take a very long time due to the complex geometry of the flamethrower. Also, this paint takes 2 days to dry completely, so be patient. I don't know if you can see in here, but I used green putty to fill in some of the imperfections in the middle tank. I made this special paint box out of boxes that I totally didn't steal from VFS. Speaking of, I was able to get a hold of this knob from the prop house. They asked me to return it if I could, but moving on. Find a completely worthless backpack because the zipper broke the very first week of class and cut away the bag. Secure the backing with the straps to the frame like so. After the green paint has dried, spray silver paint into a plastic cup, dab it with a rag, and rub that on every leading edge to make it look like areas where the green paint has scuffed away to reveal metal underneath. And that's how you make a flamethrower. If you want, you can use stencils to apply number decals, but I didn't notice any in the films that I was trying to emulate, so I left those out for now. Oh, and there will definitely be a test film for this prop. Here's a teaser. That's all you get for now. Check out. Oh yeah, I also do other tutorials for movie and video game props. You can click these links to see those, or subscribe for more stuff. Now Jake out.